Hello everyone, I'm Ernie and I am so glad you're here with us today. Today we are in Virginia City and we are going to learn the interesting history of the Hale and Norcross mine. And you might be saying, the Hale and Norcross mine, I've never heard of it. And actually, there's a lot of people who haven't heard about this mine, but they sure know the story. It's a crazy story. We're going to get into that story, then we're going to take a field trip around this place and look at the history. So let's get going and let's enjoy this journey. The Hale and Norcross mine is located in Virginia City, Nevada, and is a part of the Comstock Lode. The discovery of silver and gold in the Virginia range of Nevada in 1859 led to the creation of Virginia City and one of the most important mining discoveries in American history. During its active period, the Hale and Norcross mine was considered to be of medium production size. The mining activities primarily took place underground, utilizing various underground workings. The mine had one known shaft for accessing the subsurface depths. The maximum depth reached within the mine was 2,000 feet.
Yeah, we think in the back of the property was a mine shaft at one point, which makes sense because this whole mountainside was a mill 100 years ago, pretty much all the way to the train depot. And there's still part of the wall of the mill down by the train depot, as a matter of fact. But outside, underneath this little bunch of wood here, used to be pieces of mining carts. And I think the guy across the street come and got them. He kind of restores stuff like that. But there were hubs for mining carts and axles for mining carts underneath here. So we're pretty sure that was a mine shaft at one point.
After speaking with old-timer Bill here, later on that evening, old-timer Kim, who lived across the street and who has lived in the same place for 42 years, had confirmed that this was the shaft for the Hale and Norcross mine. And he said that they brought the ore out of the shaft, across the street, and over the trestle, and into the ore cars that were waiting for the ore. Founded in 1859, the Hale and Norcross contained about 400 feet of original Comstock Lode real estate, located between the Savage Mine and the Collar Mine. The Hale and Norcross mine was controlled by the Bank of California and produced $2 million worth of ore between 1866 and 1867. However, in 1868, the mine stock fell rapidly. In 1868, a fierce stock battle was raged for ownership over this property. At the time, the mine was thought to be barren and was in the hands of William Sharon and the Bank of California and William Ralston. Local miners John McKay and James Fair were convinced the mine had been poorly managed, but would produce good ore if properly worked. The two formed alliance with former San Francisco saloon owners James Flood and William O'Brien, and with $50,000 of borrowed money, they secretly began buying Hale and Norcross stock. William Sharon, known as the King of the Comstock, was rarely vested in mining matters, but was caught napping when the stock raid took place. At the annual stockholders meeting on March 10th of 1869, the four men, John McKay, James Fair, James Flood, and William O'Brien, now known as the Bonanza Firm, holding a majority of the stock, elected themselves trustees of the Hale and Norcross Company. The gamble had paid off, and the four men netted over $500,000 from this deal alone. Their biggest victory, however, came 4 years later with the discovery of the Big Bonanza in 1873. The total production from the Hale and Norcross from the years of 1875 to 1926 yielded $10.1 million. In 1875, gold was $18.94 an ounce. In 1926, gold was $20.63 per ounce. And at today's price, at $2,500 per ounce, that would come up to over $1.2 billion. This is a very wise lesson to be learned from these four men from the Bonanza firm, to be aware of your surroundings and to take advantage of the opportunities that lie before you. And by doing so, you may hit your bonanza. You can see the cables that are connected to the trestle and how the cables are anchored to the ground. And the cables are there to help keep the trestle from collapsing so the trestle will stand for years to come.
But yeah, we think this was part of this, at least, was an assay's office. Back over 100 years ago, there was a big mill all the way across the mountainside, and we find crucibles all around the building, dozens of crucibles. So we're kind of excited to have this building. But Mackey and a bunch of his cronies, that was one of them that they purchased. They went around and purchased a whole bunch of mines in the area at one point, and took them all over. But it was kind of, they really couldn't work together. None of the mine owners and the millionaires could work together on it. So none of it really panned out. That's kind of what I know, pretty much in a nutshell, on the area.
Great. Well, thank you so much,
you're
Bill.
welcome, buddy. You're welcome.
I'm at one of the tailings pile here at the Hale and Norcross mine and mill, and someone had left this pile of ore on the ground. Some of it looks pretty good, some don't. They must have picked out the good ones, but I'm gonna go ahead and pick out some of this ore that's around this place so I can take it home and roast it, crush it, smelt it, and cupel it and see what we get in it. Well, this concludes the history of the Hale and Norcross mine. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy it, smash that like button and share this episode on your channel, because somebody in this world will eventually come across it and enjoy the history of the Hale and Norcross mine. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, I want to encourage you to subscribe and to become part of our AU family. We love to have you. I'm so glad that you're here with us today, and we will see you on the next one.